Springfield Armory 1911 GI, Parkerized. In my other Springfield 1911 video series, you guys saw that loaded model, and I mentioned that I've wanted and actually have owned a couple of other GI models in the past, and I've sold them both for one reason or another and regret it each time that I did it. So I've been on the market to get another one, and I finally found one for a real good price. Brand new, so I picked it up. Comes with the standard Springfield pistol kit, holster, mag holster, cleaning kit, one magazine and one pistol in this this green Springfield case. This is Parkerized and is set up pretty much exactly how the original Army issue 1911 A1s would have been configured as. It's got the short trigger, the arch mainspring housing with a lanyard loop, has a GI thumb safety, one-sided, spur hammer, does not have a high-rise beaver tail, has low-profile battle sights and a standard non-flared, non-lowered ejection port and GI style guide rod. These, as they come, they really don't need any modification for them to shoot well, and all the ones that I've owned in the past have shot extremely well. Never a failure. Although I didn't shoot a lot of hollow points, but you know, as these were designed to shoot ball ammo, 230 grain full metal jacket ball ammo. I just love the way these look. I love the simplicity, and I love the nostalgic look that these have. Came with one 7-round magazine, but of course you'll be able to use any 1911 magazine that goes with it. It's unloaded, and this is what it would be like cocked and locked. Has a vertical serrations, as opposed to the next level up, which will be the mil spec model, would have diagonal serrations, and that would have flat mainspring housing, I believe. Long trigger. I might be wrong on that, but I think that is the case. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a short trigger in the arch housing, but it does have taller sights, which is easier to shoot, because these are notorious for being just impossible to acquire, even in broad daylight, because they are so low, and this notch in the rear sight is very small. But you know, being low profile, they do not get in the way from holstering and reholstering, which I would assume that's probably one of the motivations of having them so small. And that, you know, these are kind of made for short range, last ditch effort type of battle anyways. This one is made in Brazil, as most of them are these days, but the build quality is really good. I see nothing wrong with it. I've already completely disassembled this, cleaned it up, lubed it up, and put it back together, and everything is machined to highest quality that Springfield makes. There's some MIM parts in this, as all Springfields have. Even the new Colts have MIM parts, but Colts apparently have the least number of them, but Springfield has a little bit more, but it does have forge frame and forge slide, which is one of the things that people are looking for when buying a sort of entry-level 1911. You don't find a lot of manufacturers that make forge frames and forge slides at this price point. I picked this up for $500 plus tax and fees, so that came out to about $550 out the door, which I thought it was a great price. It did come with different grips. If you know what these are supposed to come with, you would realize that it came with these double diamond grips made by Springfield Armory, which is not actually traditional to how they would have had standard issue. They would have had plastic grips actually back in the day. And these wood grips, they are double diamond, but they have these US markings on them, which some people like. I don't like them. In fact, I like, and these are still a little bit light in color for me. I love the way these grips look. I had these on my previous 1911 GI from Springfield. I took them off before I sold them because I knew one day I was going to get another one back, and I want to put them on. And I think these look a lot more authentic to how these 1911 A1s would have been issued. Have not shot this, but I expect great things from it. And I may not shoot this for a while just because I basically bought this for the purpose of just having another GI to kind of look at and fondle. They're not collectible by any means, at least not now. They are sort of the low end of 1911s, or by being the high end of the GI models. But I just like the way they look, and I like the way they feel. Doesn't have a high-rise beaver tail, so you can't hold this up as high. However, the A1 modification did protrude this out a little bit more than the original 1911, which for me, I don't get any hammer bite when I shoot this. Some people might. If they get their hand really high up there, you might get hammer bite, but I don't. One of the gripes people have about Springfield 1911s is that they have this integrated locking system inside the mainspring housing. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I don't mess with it. I don't lock it. And you can disable that by disassembling it somehow, but I haven't done it. So I'm not going to worry about it. This is not going to be a carry piece, not going to be a self-defense piece or home defense piece. I got other guns for that. This is just going to be one that's going to be in my collection. I may shoot it every once in a while. If I really like it, I might shoot it a lot. You never know. But I want to show you guys, I finally got another 1911 GI from Springfield Armory, which is one of my favorite 1911s. I've got, now with this one, I've got 3 1911s now, and for the price that I paid for all 3 of them, I could have gotten a Ed Brown or a Wilson Combat or a high-end Kimber or maybe even a Springfield Professional. But for me, I just like to have some variety. Maybe I'll change my mind down the line. Maybe I'll want to sell all 3 of them and get a high-end one. You know, maybe a Ed Brown Executive or a Springfield Professional or something like that. But for now, I enjoy having multiple 1911s. I just don't have the budget to buy multiple high-end 1911s at this point. And I do believe that firearms is a great hobby to have and to collect, because they will keep their value, and sometimes they do go up in value. There you have it. That's my Springfield 1911 GI. Thanks for watching.